Okay,
All right.
lucky number five.
Sure.
Start this episode. Sure.
Yeah. Never heard that before, but we'll run with that.
I try to look at like what is it like lucky number seven is one.
hmm
Then
I
there's
was I
my
was gonna say,
favorite.
what are the lucky
Yeah.
numbers? I really think it's seven, and then
I feel like
people have
11.
their is. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Both of us are born on the 11th.
I was gonna
So
say we've got an 11 connection. You've got the 11
yeah.
wishing side of it. Um, I don't know that I have a favorite number. I don't know that it's lucky, but I like eights. I like
Oh,
because they're nice and round, and I
that
like
makes
how I
sense.
how I draw them or write them.
Yes.
I'm a fan of 10. It's a nice like even
Oh,
yeah.
see, I'm totally an 11 person. Like I'm one of
Yeah.
those
Oh no,
people
I
that,
prefer 11
yeah,
because of yeah,
yeah. And I
the
always
connection
see
there. But
11s. I don't know if you see
yeah.
11s.
Yeah.
Especially at
Yeah.
11/11 on the 11th month of the 11th
Mm-hmm.
day.
Yep. I
Yeah.
my sister's Kelly was big on 11/11. So it's it's something that we routinely see. Not
Oh,
often. So
yes. Yes.
big
Well,
on
how
big
are
on that.
you? I feel
I'm
like we're
doing all
kind
right.
of diving in. I
Right?
know there,
I will say I missed the hour. I want it back.
yeah.
I don't know if you're a daylight saving person or which one you
Yeah.
prefer.
I mean,
Um,
it's been weird because, kids adjust to
mhm.
time changes a little different than adults, but my kids have definitely been struggling with it. So that's even JoJo, at a certain time she's like, "Why haven't you fed
Yeah,
me? What is
it's well
happening?"
past dinner time.
So she's confused, more so than I think than anybody, but
hmm
I feel like eventually, maybe the time change thing will go away. I'm hopeful. I'm hopefully
I don't know. I feel like
optimistic,
we've been
but
talking about it for
I
as
know.
long as I've been alive. And then we voted on it. Everyone said to get rid of it, but then we didn't. So
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
I
one
have a
day they'll
love-hate
figure it
with it
out.
because I actually like so this is daylight saving time, right? What's the other one? What's the one we just got rid
Yeah.
of? What's the we saved the daylight.
They
What's the
have,
other?
I didn't realize
Do
that
they
they
have
had different names.
do they have different names?
I
So
don't
here's the
know.
thing. We're probably people on the internet. I think it's on the internet. People are like they're dumb. No. Um, because so there's like EST, right? Eastern Standard Time.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
then I would have people say, no, now it needs to be EDT for Eastern Daylight Time.
Daylight
Yeah,
time.
I feel like that's not a thing I learned growing up. I feel like that's something someone made up in the past 10
No,
years.
I bet you there is probably something in the AP style guide that refers to how we're supposed to refer to these things.
I'm an editor
Um,
and I don't have time for that. So this is why I
I
just
don't.
use ET and PT because like I don't know what time it is. And then like you go coming from like very global you go to other parts. So like in Europe right now, they have not had their day they have not saved their daylight yet. So I don't know when theirs happens, but like I have, coworkers who when their time shifts, they're like, wait a minute, now I'm like right now the UK is like 4 hours ahead of where I am at on the East Coast.
Oh,
But normally they're five. So it's and then when they save their daylight, I guess we go back to five. I don't know. Like whoever made this whole system, terrible,
I
terrible.
mean,
Zero
yeah,
stars. Do not recommend.
I, yeah, I feel like obviously there's reasons, but yeah, it's complicated and it probably doesn't need to be.
No, it
All
doesn't
I
need to be.
know is that this time of year, our sun, starts, it starts shifting because we're so far up,
Mhm.
in Washington that our sun eventually in the high of summer, we'll have daylight from 4:30 in the
Yeah,
morning until almost 10 o'clock at night.
yeah.
So
I remember when we were out there over the summer, one for your wedding, but then when we came to
yes,
see baby number one, it was like it'd be like pushing like well past 10, and you'd be like, okay, so it's not like dark yet.
right. Yes. Yes.
We get a
Yeah.
little bit of that here, but not like out there. Not yeah, not
No. It's
it's
almost jarring. Like
yeah,
even Charles the other day, he goes, "Oh, so since the time change, that means I don't have to go to bed till later because the sun's going to go down later." And I was like, "No, that's not how
that's not how that
that's
works.
clever, but that's not how it works."
Yeah. But this
So,
is my other thing
um,
with it too, is that I like so I don't I feel like I lost an hour in the morning
yeah,
where like every day, not just 1 hour, but like every day I've lost an hour because
yeah,
I'm used to like getting up at that time and now it's
hmm
an hour later and
yes,
I just have to like go right into work and I'm having my
yep,
brain hasn't shifted. I feel like I've just lost that like I used to do like dishes and like the dogs were
yep,
barking. Now I gotta like I feel like I have to wake up an hour earlier to do the same thing. So I feel cheated. I get that we get more sunlight at the end of the day, but like I have things to do in the
right.
morning too.
Right. Yes.
So
Yeah. I feel like there's like a neuroscience thing behind it, especially for people that, work better like in the evenings or
hmm
like they have their brain is accelerated during certain parts of the day. I feel like
yeah.
it's just
This is like
it can
if
really
you're
mess with
a
that.
morning person or an evening person, and like we've all been forced to be morning people because of the work day and the school day and
Yep.
all of
Yep.
that. And
Exactly.
some of us don't do well.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
I will say
And
I'm
especially
not someone who can sleep late. I know some people who can sleep late.
yes.
Like once I'm up, I need to be up and out of bed kind of thing.
Same.
I can't just like lay there and no, that's not going to happen.
No.
Um, I just need to get up and start moving.
Yep.
Um, but
Same.
yeah, I think I'm not really a morning person. I don't really want to be like talked to before I've had coffee or any of that. But um, yeah, I can't just lay there and do nothing,
Yeah,
stare at the
I'm
ceiling.
definitely a morning. I'm a morning person. I can get up at any point.
So do you get like
And
cranky at night? Like I'm cranky in the
um
morning.
no, my personality is so upbeat. It takes a lot for me to get cranky. I think if
Oh,
anything, the
we
only time I
differ
get
there.
cranky is when I'm hangry. When I'm hangry,
Yeah,
it can get weird. Like I'll
yeah.
start to get really like short-tempered.
I
But
think that's everyone though. I think it would be weird if
yeah,
like you didn't get cranky if you were hungry,
I know,
right?
right? Like yes.
Like yeah.
And but
But I'm also the same
I'm
way.
very
Like if I
much
do get tired and like I'm a big napper. So if I need like a nap, I need to go lay
yeah,
down. And sometimes it's not even sleep. It's just I need to be in a quiet room, no one talking to me,
yep,
just doing whatever I need to do for an hour. Sometimes I just lay there. Like that's when I can lay there and do nothing. I can't do
yeah,
that in the morning. So I
yeah.
have to like go through and just kind of yeah, reset my brain some days, especially if we're going out or doing something in the
Yeah.
evening. Um, so yeah, I'll get cranky then and be like, I just need to go away from everyone for an
Yes.
hour.
Yeah.
And no one wants to be around me when I'm like that. So it works out really well.
It's best when you finally get to a point where you can communicate that to everyone and everyone knows that
Yeah.
around you. And what was it? One of my old coworkers used to say that most people, even in the workplace, you can just assume that there's a couple of things wrong, which is like, are you is some, are you hungry? Do you need a nap?
hmm
Like all these things can be solved by like almost like
Yeah.
toddler behaviors. And it's the
I was
same
gonna
kind
say
of with
we're all
dogs. It's
basically
like,
just grown
yeah,
up toddlers. Like
yeah,
you don't sway too much from being a 3-year old. Like I like my chicken nuggets cut up a certain way.
yeah.
I need a nap. Uh, I walk around with a little water bottle.
I mean, mine's not little, but yes, it's the same exact thing. It's like, yeah, I feel like we're all children, right? At the end of the day,
Yes.
even though we're adulting and people think that we have it together and all of
Nobody
that, I
has it
think it's
together. No
just,
one has it
yeah,
figured out.
nobody has it together. Like you can tell the people that do to a certain extent, but at some point they
They're
don't
just good
have
at
it
covering
together.
it up.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I think we should probably dive into
We should. We
our
should.
things today because we're doing the turkey today.
Yes, we're bringing the turkey back.
Turkey!
Let's go.
I'm gonna need sticker actually. I thought about that this morning.
All right, are you ready for this?
I think so. I'm always a
Okay,
little
the turkey has
nervous, but
gifted us funniest BFF purchase.
oh goodness, this will get weird real quick. Okay, I found the question.
Uh,
I found the list of notes I have
list
made.
of notes, yes. Well, I'll let you go first because I feel like you're a much better gift giver than
Am
me.
I?
I think
Well, here's
so.
we'll start with this question. The impulse, like, are you an impulse shopper? Which impulse is a part of like ADHD and like that sector of your brain. So I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize is that some
Yeah.
ADHDers can be quite impulsive. Um, I don't think I am. I don't know. I'm very good at putting things in a cart and then letting the cart sit there. Like I have a lot of fun going
Yes.
to websites and shopping. Like, yes, I like
Yes.
that. Yes, I like this. Yes, I like that. I'm putting it in the cart and then the cart will be way too much. I'm like, no, I'm not spending.
Exactly. Yes.
And then
I'm
you
I'm very
abandon
much
cart,
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But usually if I'm buying something, I think I've given it some thought. Even the
Yeah.
turkey, we could say that that was an impulse. I saw it, I bought it, but I did think,
Some of
I was like,
those,
Amber is going to love this. It is going to come in handy
yes.
someday.
I feel like we
Uh,
definitely have
it
those
will be a good
ones that
laugh.
like jump out. Yes, the ones that
Yeah.
jump out at us and say, this, you need this.
Yes. This is a thing you
Yes.
need. Yes.
That
And it's
was
usually
that was
quite
very much
ridiculous stuff. Um,
100%. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I don't quite think there are certainly things I've bought, I think, that have been more impulsive, but yeah, I try not to be that. I try to limit that.
See,
It also helps
the
that like
course
I don't have Amazon Prime anymore, so that also
uh
helps because you
that
just can't
changes
like
things.
slam the button
Yes.
down. You gotta think about it. Uh,
Exactly.
and to get like
Yes.
the free shipping, I think is it $35 that you have to have in the cart, something like
Okay,
that.
which, I mean,
It's
with
that's an easy,
inflation,
yeah, yeah. We
yeah,
had to buy
it's
a
not too
new like
bad.
faucet for our sink, and that check like got the free
Oh,
shipping on it.
100%.
So
Yes.
it just doesn't
Yes.
get here in 2 days, but like a lot of our stuff wasn't getting
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm fine with the delay. I'm not a
Yeah,
instant. I don't need it. And then, and if I
yeah.
do, I'll make sure that that happens. But
That's
yeah.
a different thing. The other question that I had here was the most chaotic online shopping carts, which I really can't think of
Ooh,
like it's probably usually around the holidays where things get because you're buying for so many different people usually.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I
I
like I don't really have usually like my carts are similar, like because I'm at a certain
yeah.
store. So it doesn't usually get too, and like I said, the more I put in there, the more I realize like, oh, no, we don't want to spend that much.
Same. Yeah.
And then
I'm
like I
very
can
much
delete from the
yes.
cart.
Same. Yeah.
So,
And I will start lists and favorite things and,
hmm
do all of that. But yeah, I feel like there's a term for it where people just go in and drop things. But yeah, at certain times of year when there are special deals, I will 100% drop. Like
yeah.
Bath and Body, I love their foam soaps, and those are
hmm
kind of the things that I always tend to like. If I get an email and you tell me that it's like a special deal right now, I will purchase. But yes, that seems like a normal thing. But yeah, outside of that, I'm very hesitant. Typically, if I load it in my Amazon cart, I always save it for later and then wait and see. But I know they have algorithms that will check and be like,
Yeah.
will she buy it at this price? Will she buy it at this
hmm
price? And I'm a very patient person, so I will
Yeah.
monitor and wait.
I just had one of those scenarios where I bought a food tracker and the initial app price was like, I'm not spending that.
Yeah.
To track my food. Get out of here. And then the next day they're like, will you buy it for $20? And I said, yes, I will.
Well,
You
exactly.
got me.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, you know what? But in that time though, I had booked around and I was like, all right, I'm not really finding I needed a certain thing, and they did have like they map out like the protein and the fiber like to where I can see it
Yes.
better. I can
Which is
track it a
nice.
little better. yeah, I can write down. I was just going to write down what I had, but then I'd have to wait for my nutritionist to yell at me. So that's a whole different podcast, though. Um, we're getting into late night social media influence and algorithms. We've kind of touched on that. But what's the funniest thing you've ever bought because of me? I don't know if have we like I don't know that
I
we've like
mean,
influenced each other. Like, oh no, we kind of have. We talked about like that's something that like
yeah.
yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
I
think.
have one on my desk that sits here all the time, and it's a little frog sitting on the
Oh
toilet.
yeah, I have mine too.
This and but I remember, that I had bought you the porcelain toilet with the porcelain
Yeah.
poo, and I feel like this was like the
Obviously, we
ongoing
have toilet humor.
continuation.
We have
We,
a toilet
yeah,
humor
I mean,
theme here.
as one does. And I also have the positive poo that sits on my desk that you got me.
You have to have a
Um,
positive too.
you have to have a positive poo, which I'll pull that out. That sits under my
If
desk.
there's a doctor who would like to use that as their tagline out there, that is my gift to you. My
I have to
marketing
say,
genius at work.
we talk a lot about dumpster fires and how things are that.
Not
And
sure where
you
that was
did,
gonna go.
no, oh my God, what an interesting, I'm sorry.
I
How
was like,
it is,
where is
right?
she
It just
taking me?
jumps. This is how polos happen, right? It's just like the
Dumpster fires,
randomness
go.
of things. But no, I'm like looking at my desk and I see my many, it's been maybe over a year now. You bought me a dumpster fire post-it like note-taking thing. And it's totally legit and you put it together and it's I'm not gonna move it because I have all my post-its and all my pens and stuff sticking in it. But that's a funny one because everything that goes in the turkey are the flames
Oh,
from the
that's funny.
dumpster
I didn't
fire
realize
that
that.
go in there. Yeah, so that's why everything comes out and looks like a site like a bit of a flame. But
I love that.
that one yeah, I feel like everything, I mean, we're so much into each other's lives. I feel like it
Hmm.
just the things that we do by each other just kind of like makes sense.
I just thought of two more. I so there's I should have wore it today. The t-shirt, the what is it? I Survived Today t-shirt that we
Yes.
bought in God, that had to be like 2016, 2017,
Yeah.
18, somewhere in there.
Yep.
I think that was like that's Pod Save America, I think did those or their
Yes.
like their newsletter did those. And that's still in my rotation. Like pretty consistently.
That's such a good shirt.
It's
Oh
such a
yeah.
good shirt. It's such a good newsletter. They changed it up a little bit.
Yes.
They're now in Substack, but still a great
Yeah.
newsletter.
Yeah.
Um, really great writing on that. Um, and then what was the other? Oh, the book that I just got you guys for Christmas was one of my wins. Is they're custom books that you can make people.
Oh
Uh,
yes.
the little snowflake. Yours was a little snowflake, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
they're custom books that you can make. Well, the stories are already written, they're already drawn, but you can like insert people you know into them.
Yes.
And so you got that one, and I got our other friends here. Their family got it's like they save Christmas or something like that is like the theme of
Oh,
that one.
fun.
So yeah, so those are I forget the name. I'll link them in the show notes. I think it's
Yes.
Wonder something. I bought them for a few friends and their kids now though. But they're
Yes.
such great books. Um,
Well, and another
so,
another really good book that you bought was that Scratch adventure book.
oh
It,
yeah,
it was
those are fun
like,
too.
and you read through the stories. Charles was obsessed. We had to like literally read through it. Like he couldn't wait because the story was so good. He just wanted to keep going and scratching those off. And he was so obsessed. He goes, "Mom, you need to buy me another book like that." And of course, I was like, "Well, let me go look and see." And they only have the one book. And I was like,
The
"Oh, I
one
really need it."
I
So
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I ended up going out and finding some other scratch like curiosity things for him that he
Hmm.
can take it till lunch and scratch those, during the school day. But we still read that book. That is
Hmm.
one that he pulls and he's just like, I just
I
like the
love that.
story. Like, yeah. So you've had, and
That
you bought
that
me,
company does a really good job with they have like date books, like I think they have friend
oh,
books,
yes.
like adventure kind of like so you scratch it off and you go do a thing and then you I'll also like
Yep.
them, I forget their full name. And I think they have like a cookbook kind of style one.
They
Um,
have some,
so yeah,
they
they
have
have
some
I
really
haven't
good
looked at them
ones.
recently, but they do come out. I did notice of like their that version and I think they did an advent like calendar one
It was,
year.
so I think they might have done the advent calendar. I'm thinking of the advent calendar I'm thinking of is from Love Pop, the one that you got me
Mm,
with the
okay,
penguins.
different company. Yep.
Yes, different company. But that was a huge hit at Christmas for
Hmm.
the boys. And we
Yeah.
set the penguins up and they went on their little journey and it was so good. But like that's the fun stuff. I think that there's so many of our gifts that are just like they just kind of see it. And you're so good at buying gifts that are like me and my kids.
Hmm.
And I think that's even when my son was really young, you started mailing me shipments and the box was for him because he loved the boxes and I got the gift inside.
Listen,
I do
kids
remember
and
that.
animals, not too far from being similar. They're amused by the
100%.
little things in life. Uh, yeah, I
Yes,
think
yes.
his first birthday. He was really into the boxes, so I just sent you some
Yes.
boxes for him.
Yeah,
Very
because you
cost
got
effective.
him. Yeah, you got him some sunglasses
Oh,
with a little
sunglasses. Yep.
shark,
Hmm.
a shark outfit. And from then on out, we had that box for like
Yeah.
2 or 3 years. I mean, it was insane. And then from then on out, it was like any box that came from Casey, it was like, well, here's your extra
Yeah.
gift, the box.
And that's his favorite.
It's 100%. Well, and now it's Parker is obsessed. He's
Hmm.
2, but he's obsessed now with the boxes, and he just wants to see if he can fit in them and play in them and all those kind of things. So, yeah, I love that stuff.
That's pretty funny.
But I think one
What
of I
purchase?
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say one of the other things that I think you're really good at purchasing gifts is like things that tie us together from being coast to coast.
Hmm.
Like the one bracelet that you got me that had the sand from
Oh yeah,
Florida,
that's a good
and
one.
I sent you
Hmm.
back the bracelet that had the sand from our beach here.
Hmm.
There's a couple of those where it's like,
Yeah, I think there's one. Is that the same company? I don't know. The one that I did with our was it coordinates? Maybe
oh
our
yes,
initials. I
yeah,
can't remember that one.
yes, it was the initial ones. Yes,
Yeah, it might have been. I can't remember the same company.
might have been the same.
It's
Yeah,
been so long. Yeah, but I still have that. Man, I'm really good at this game.
I know, right? I told you, you do really good gifts. I'm one of those people that like it takes me a long time to like come up with the gifts that I want to get people. And
Hmm.
sometimes it takes me years because I'll
Hmm.
be thinking about things. But I'm one of those people that I have to find it's like a penguin. I have to find the
I was gonna
perfect
say it
color.
has to be like the perfect because I don't like buying things to buy them. Like there has to be a reason,
Same.
you know.
Yep.
I'd rather like wait, like find something,
Yes.
like even though it might, there might be a birthday or a holiday or something, but
Yep.
I get really gift giving is like anxiety inducing to begin with, but so I think that's why I'm always looking
Right.
for like something where you're like, that's it,
Yep.
that's the thing. Um, and then I'm also really bad with like, I'm like, oh, I'll buy this for their birthday, like 4 months before. And I'm very bad at waiting. Or like so my sister, my mom, Sean, they all have like January, February birthdays. So I'll
Mhm.
buy stuff for like Black Friday or like throughout like holiday season, like deals and stuff. Get really great deals on stuff, but I'm like,
Yep.
you have to get this now because if we return it, it has to be returned
Right.
sooner
Exactly.
or, I need to make sure that this like lasts. So they tend to get a little bit of I try not to put the Christmas and the other birthdays together, but sometimes the best laid plans just don't work.
I mean,
And they
well,
get
and I
a
know that you and I are also really bad about shipping things to each
yeah,
other. So like
going
we'll
to the
have the
post
things.
office. Yeah.
I don't know why it is so hard. to get, like, I feel like you and I have
I
talked
tell
about
you
this. Like,
what,
why is it
it's
so hard to get?
I'm much better now that I do it from like I go to either, USPS online or Pirate Ship or, um, one of these sites and like just get everything like
Yeah,
at my house and then they can come pick it up or I'll drop it off somewhere. But if I
yeah.
have to like do all of that together, like pack the
Hmm.
thing, take the thing, ship, I don't know. There's just something about it. But it's mostly the waiting in the lines at the post office usually.
Yes.
Like I don't have time for that so much. Um,
Speaking of the post office, this made me remember probably one of the worst gifts I ever gave you and shipped to you. And this is taking it back way, way, way,
I was gonna
way.
say
Like, this
I'm
is when you lived with
really
your
interested to hear
parents.
this.
Oh my gosh. I bought you an ornament and shipped it in a bubble bag, and it came
Hmm.
completely shattered. Do you remember this?
I don't remember that. No.
Oh my
What
gosh.
ornament was
It
that?
was so bad because it was like took forever to get there. And by the time
Yeah.
it finally got there, I think you and Stephanie opened it together because you were still living at home.
And we were
And this
excited
is
to
like,
receive broken glass.
and you're like, oh, yay. It's like, this is the worst gift I've ever gotten. I still remember that because I was like, what a tremendous epic fail of shipping, like that I could,
And I
and
don't
I
remember,
should,
I don't remember that at all. Like I have
oh, well,
zero,
that's good.
yeah, yeah. Now you reminded me and I'm upset.
Yeah, see, and I think the following year, that's when I mailed you the foam
The
Instagram
foam, okay,
ornament
which is one of my favorites.
because
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
this is never going to shatter going through the
yeah.
post
No,
office.
it's
Like,
on the tree every year. It actually hung in my room for a long time, year round. Because that's like OG Instagram logo.
yes.
And I love that thing. It gets like a primo spot on there's a little amber ornament section, because I have a few,
I
but
was
that
going to say,
that
I
gets a
have gotten
primo
you a
spot.
few. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because we have the ones
That's a
from
fun
like your
memory.
first trip down here. The little
Yep.
ghost on the wood piece.
Yes.
Yeah, he's super cute. So they're all like together on the tree.
I love that Etsy artist. I still follow them because
Hmm.
they are doing also like they'll pick up, they kind of do the old, it's 1980s,
Yep.
1970s, 80s prints, and then they repaint over them like the old
Hmm.
farmhouse or whatever, and then they make
Is
it
that the
all look
same one with
haunted.
the little I don't I don't know if this is, I think it's titled like uh something like Babushka Lady. And it's,
Oh, I don't
do you
know.
remember this one?
I feel like I have
And
to
she's
look. I'm
she's
gonna look.
she's like flicking she's flicking them off. I still want to
I
get that one. I don't know if that's
it's
the same
this.
artist though. I might be confusing them because there are some really good Halloween type
Oh my gosh,
artists.
yeah. We'll put the link in our follow-up chat, but yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, Laura's beating art
Okay, I don't think it's the same
is
one.
what it
I'll
is.
I'll have to put the
Okay.
other one in there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Um,
But
yeah. We're answering all the questions too. We're now talking about like just ridiculous things we bought. Um, there are some ridiculous ones that I think you and I are both hysterical.
we're like,
There
do
are
we
some,
talk about, well, oh, and the timer.
I
We've got
mean,
only 10 minutes left. Darn. We might not be able to talk about the other great gift.
yeah. And we've both done it. So.
We've both done it, and mine is
Um,
sitting up in this cabinet above here where you can't
oh, mine's
see.
over. Mine's over here. We won't show them because I don't want to get in trouble on the internet.
Exactly.
I honestly don't even know how to approach that. So I don't know.
Just know that Casey and I, we carry a lot of hilarious moments with us every single day, and we try to make fun of situations that are maybe not fun to deal with, that have either a lot of like personal struggle or those kind of things, and we just try to do things to make each other laugh during
Yes.
hard times
So
because
there are
life's
some
too
things that
short.
are just that ridiculous that
Yeah,
show up on your doorstep unannounced with no return address
exactly,
after you've
exactly,
had
yes.
surgery and you have to track down the person that sent you this item.
Best gift ever. Oh my gosh. It really was. Like, I'm still
No,
very
I
proud
mean,
of that gift. I
it
mean,
it was no, 100%. And you were like, you don't have to keep it. No, it's still here in this house. I mean, it's not like front and center anywhere, but it is in the guest room. So if you ever stay here, you'll get to know what it is. Um,
yes, yeah,
which is
yeah.
basically the answer to the last question, which is what's a purchase you'll never live down, and that's probably it.
That, yeah,
And I
yeah.
will say the one that I got you is I think I don't know what group or I saw it on social where a lady like people take little like little things like
Hmm.
oh,
Yes.
frog on a toilet. I like how it blurred him out. That's nice of Zoom, I guess.
It's a private
Um,
moment, you know.
and they'll take him traveling and take photos of him
Yes,
like so that's kind of where the idea for the other really really ridiculous item came
I love
from.
it.
Was because
I
I
love
saw
it.
I saw two friends who were doing it. I'm like, that's hilarious. That is good for them.
And you're talking about the thing
Mine,
that came with a
yeah,
helmet, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. As all good
Hmm.
things do. But I said that's mine. Mine does not. This doesn't leave the house, but good for
Yep.
them traveling around with
Exactly.
their
Exactly.
protected
Yes,
item.
indeed. Well, how do we want to close out today? We got 7 minutes left. Do we want
I
to?
will say like I think gift like tips because this is something we've
Ooh,
always talked about is like one sometimes your algorithm does help you. I have a lot of my algorithm stuff shut down now, like search and all that kind of stuff. So
yep.
that's always tricky. But like I'm also big on like kind of hearing, like
Hmm.
I'll just be listening throughout the year and like maybe you've said oh we're really enjoying this type of craft or whatever and then like I'll kind of just be poking around the internet and go like oh that's a good
Yes.
you know like segue into like the thing they're doing now they're doing watercolors now maybe I'll get
Yep.
them um like the little clay things that I got
Yes.
so I think listening is one and it kind of
Yep.
makes you good like a gift giving. But then
Hmm.
it's also just like where that person is in the moment,
Yeah.
like do they need something ridiculous that makes them laugh?
Yep.
Maybe a turkey vase is what they need. Apparently there's a hot dog as well. I don't know. Apparently this is the thing. I haven't gone too far down the
Oh,
rabbit hole, but there are other options out there for you if turkeys are not
excellent. I'll put that on the list.
um
Yes.
we don't need a collection, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, and then just kind of, like you said earlier, like I like buying things for you guys that we can all like, do together and it'd
Yes.
be like creating memories and like that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
same with like the books and like I know kids don't need more toys or I'll ask you, do they need anything? And you're usually like, no,
Yep.
they're good. And
Yep.
so it's like, all right, well, like what's a cool thing for the family that could be like
Right.
a fun thing for them, you know, um, in between my ridiculous random sends. And sometimes I've had like an amber pile building up over time. Like the year
I
that
love
I
it.
sent you, what was it like random gifts that you could open? I don't know how
Yes.
many I had, but there were
I
like
think,
a handful.
yeah, I think it was like 10, and that
Hmm.
was absolutely fantastic because there were certain ones that it was like a pair of socks. One of them was like a mug, and other one was like I think stickers was one of them. But
Hmm.
it's like the little things, and
Hmm.
that I think is what matters the most about gifts. One of the big things that I've always tried to do for a lot of my gifts that I give you is like I'm a minimalist naturally, so I'm always trying to be really thoughtful about like, am I going to get something that she's going to use or enjoy? Um, because I can't, I mean, unlike the porcelain toilet and the porcelain poop, I felt like I can't get certain things because I'm like, oh, I don't just want to add to the waste.
Yeah.
But like I'm big into getting people a lot of like food or like gifts, those kind of things where I'm
Hmm.
like, I know that they're gonna have to use it, like they're gonna have to
Yep.
eat it or like something of the sort because then and gift cards are always nice, especially if you know where somebody shops or things like that. But
Yeah. Gift
um
cards get a bad rap, but they're pretty solid.
yeah,
Especially when
especially
you
if you
don't
yeah.
if you don't know.
Yes,
Go the gift card route, because then they can get something they
exactly.
actually want versus like having to stress about it. That can
Oh
be
my gosh. Yeah. There
the
have been
stress
gifts
of
where I've
giving.
actually had to put them out and leave them out for like a
Mhm.
year because I didn't want somebody to feel like I wasn't being grateful. And that is, as a minimalist, that is very
Yeah.
painful for me. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah. But any other tips before we close it out today?
Off the top of my head, no. But
Okay.
I'm sure some others will come to me, and then I'll just put them in the show notes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Show
force these
notes,
people to
always a good
read.
one. Yeah. Hey, but that's where we
Gotcha,
get to
suckers.
include our links and all of the things, so
Yep.
it's perfect.
Yep.
So, all right, well,
Alrighty.
that is it for today. Episode number 5 coming to a close.